Hello, my beautiful sisters. Welcome to another day of the Startup HERpreneur Summit. And today we have Ava. Ava is a qualified, transformational coach, a mentor accredited by the Association for Coaching in the UK. You'll hear her beautiful accent in a few seconds. She is a certified stress management trainer. She writes for Thrive Global, for One Tribe magazine, and she's going to talk a little bit about her story and how she went from having a 9-to-5 job and in less than 5 months, really finding out her passion and going for it. So I'm super excited to have her on board and really get to talk to us about finding your purpose and turning it into a profitable business. So Ava, take the floor.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a beautiful introduction. I'm so happy to be here and I can't wait to really get started. So yeah, to show you my story. So everything basically started straight after university. I got my first good corporate HR job, and I still remember the day when I entered my office, and I was so shocked at how employers treat their employees. Yeah. And maybe I had a bigger insight into this because I was working really closely with CEOs and with board of directors who are really not shy to tell me that health always came second to profit, and that they were not really they were not scared of letting go of really good and hardworking and loyal employees just because they were not meeting their unrealistic targets. Yeah. So really early in my career, I could sense that this is not really a job for me. It's really against my core values and my personality. But as I quickly started progressing in my career, I sort of forgot about all this, and I ended up managing a HR function. I started coaching directors and CEOs as well, and and everybody around me, that was the expression everybody was saying, like, it's amazing, you're doing such a great job, you're so lucky. And I was thinking, I don't feel so lucky, I've always had this inner voice telling me that do something more fulfilling, you're not happy there, you're not fulfilled, do something more meaningful. Yeah. But I always kept ignoring that inner voice, and it wasn't until I had the biggest wake-up call that I actually changed my life. So I remember waking up one day, normal day, I felt really, really exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. And on my way to work, I experienced some sort of anxiety and panic attack. So I was feeling really, really emotional. I couldn't go to the office. I was terrified. I had no idea what was happening to me. So I went to the doctor straight away. And the doctor signed me off for work-related stress straight away for a few months. And later on, I was diagnosed with clinical depression, anxiety, and identity crisis. So I realized that I completely lost myself. I lost myself in a job that was giving me all these health problems because I had huge inner conflict. And it really didn't matter, how long I stayed at home to recover or how many therapies I tried. Nothing was helping me, and my health was getting worse and worse and worse. So at that time, I realized that I needed to change my life, that it was my time now to create something of my own. I wanted to connect with myself, find who I was again, connect with my passion and purpose, and to create a business, because 9-to-5 was making me ill. So it was quite serious, but guess what? When I connected with my passion and purpose, all my health problems disappeared pretty much overnight, and I felt absolutely unstoppable. I felt, so inspired and motivated and courageous. I had this inner knowing that this is it, this is going to work, and I've had this inner strength that I'm going to push through any obstacles and I'm going to make it work, because this is my passion, like I'm going to make it work. And and this is exactly what happened. So within 5 months, I managed to escape my 9-to-5 job, and I've worked in my business ever since. Wow. So, so that's why this is so powerful. Like, it's so powerful to connect with your passion and purpose, because it really makes you feel unstoppable. And I truly believe, and I know that everybody has that something that makes them come alive and makes them feel happy and fulfilled. And I believe that, it's your duty to really find it and to follow it. Yeah. And if you ever feel, and if you ever have that inner voice telling you that, oh, I'm not enjoying my 9-to-5 job, I've always wanted to do something more, really follow your intuition, follow your gut and your emotions, because there's a message there that you should be doing something more. So go out there and do it.
Beautiful.
So that's my story. And I think I would love to do a quick visualization, if that's okay.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Okay, good. So I want everyone to just sit back. So I'm going to do the same. So like sit back, relax, close your eyes, and I want you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And again, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. So keep your eyes closed, and I want you to imagine this scenario. So imagine that you've escaped your 9-to-5 job, that you're working on your business that is absolutely aligned with your passion and your purpose. You know that this is your calling in life. You feel absolutely unstoppable. You feel courageous. You feel confident. You have this inner strength that you will make it work no matter what. And I want you to just imagine how would that impact your life if you felt like this, and how much you could achieve in your life if you felt like this on a daily basis. So you can open your eyes now. And I want you to know that it's really, really possible for you to feel like this on a daily basis. It's really powerful and courageous and confident if you really connect with your passion and you turn it into your business. And I know this because this is how I feel, and I know my clients feel the same way. So this is all very, very possible.
So that visualization made me feel like amazing, but I'm still trying to figure out like what is my purpose so I can feel that way continuously.
Yes. So I will be giving you some tips on how you can connect with your passion and with your purpose, and how you can then turn it into a business idea. So I'll be doing that as well.
Cool.
But first I wanted to tell you more about like the common mistakes people make, because I see this happening quite a lot of the time, and I'm sure some of the people who are watching us might be feeling the same way. So the common mistakes that I see people make when they choose a business idea is that they go online, they look for a business idea that looks quite profitable. They want to get money quickly, and at the beginning they feel really excited and motivated. They invest their time and money into creating this business. But after a few months, few weeks, the motivation starts disappearing. They don't feel so driven in their business because they haven't connected with their business in the first place. And as a result, they don't really put the hard work in, and as a result, obviously the business starts going down. So what do? They do the same thing again. So they look for another business idea, and they end up jumping from one business idea to another. And as they all fail, they feel even more stuck in the 9-to-5 job. And that's only because they choose a business idea that is not in alignment with who they are and with their passion and purpose. So that's why it's so important to connect with your passion and purpose. So I would like to tell you more about like the 3 secrets to success. So this is the process that I went through, and I believe that this really helped me escape my 9-to-5 job in such a short time. So I'd like to tell you more about this by giving you a quick story about my client to illustrate to help me illustrate this more. So Becky, so that's my client. So she came to me when she was really fed up with her 9-to-5 job. She was feeling really broken, really lost. She said to me that she spent years and years looking for her passion and for her purpose, and she couldn't find it. So she realized, she thought, I don't have one, like it's fine. But she was desperate to create a business. So I explained to her that the first key to success is to create a business that obviously is aligned with your passion and purpose, right? And she was really skeptical. She was like, yeah, but I've tried for so many years. I know this will not really work. So can we jump into like business creation sort of thing? I don't care if I'm not connected with it. And of course, I didn't buy it. And I told her, like, let's try last time to connect with your passion and purpose. So she did the preparation work that I told her to do. And then we started coaching. And in our first coaching session, she connected with her passion and with purpose. And, how do I know this? It's basically because when we connected with her passion, she became quite overwhelmed and like really emotional. And she just couldn't believe how quickly we managed to do that, because she spent so many years doing this. And then straight away, her mindset again shifted, and she already had so many ideas of how she can move this into a business and how she can start creating her own business. So it was absolutely amazing to see her being like pretty much on fire. So that's the first key to success. The second key to success is then creating unstoppable mindset. Because 80% of success is down to your mindset. So it's really, really important to make sure you've got the right mindset, because this can make or break your business. So with Becky, she really struggled with self-belief and confidence. She really truly believed that she will fail in her business. So this is something that I needed to work on with her. So how I do it is, first, you need to identify your limiting belief, anything that stops you from moving forward. And then you need to I started challenging her belief systems. I helped her see things from a completely different perspective, and I then helped her form new belief systems. And this was all in our coaching sessions. And as homework, she also had to do mindset exercises on a daily basis to help her reprogram her subconscious mind, to help her form new belief system. So that's the second sort of key to success. And the third key to success for me is plan of action. So you need to know exactly what you need to do in order to create a business. So the third stage of the program is all about, being quite businessy. So it's all about knowing your ideal clients, creating your brand. It's all about creating your product and service, and communicating in a special way to help connect with your audience as well. So it's so many different things, but it's very, very businessy. So the idea here is that you really need to know exactly what you need to do in order to move your business forward. So these are the three sort of keys that I found really helped me, because the passion will drive you.
Yeah.
Did you have a question?
I wanted to be clear. So the 3 secrets to success was 1, connecting to your purpose. 2 was having an unstoppable mindset, and 3 was having a plan of action. Right?
Exactly.
That's perfect. I actually have, that in this summit we have like 20 interviews, and 20 plus interviews for that matter. And the things that I focused on were those 3: connecting to your soul's purpose, which is the reason I have you, for example. So you can talk about how to do that. And then we also have on having an unstoppable mindset, really focusing on how to get rid of those limiting beliefs, how to really get your mind ready to have a business. Because if it's not ready for it, you can start and it'll probably fail. And the third one was definitely plan of action. So having that business plan, knowing your ideal client. So this is perfect. Thank you. This is like good point.
Exactly. It is so aligned, but this is exactly what works and what helps. So that's it. And I've experienced it, and that's why it helped me to move away from my 9-to-5 so quickly. And it's also with Becky, she transformed so much, and she managed to really create a business like within like three months as well. So it was absolutely crazy. Cool. So you asked me about how you can connect with your purpose, right? So let's talk about that. So first, I always teach about the 7 steps that will help you with creating your business idea that is all aligned with your passion and purpose. But first, before you start thinking about all these different steps, I think it's really important to start connecting with who you are, because then it will help you with the 7 steps that we'll talk about later. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So the first things, I always, and this is what I found in my 9-to-5 job, that because I was doing something so against myself, I started losing, my identity, and I started losing the sense of who I really was and what I really wanted. And I think this is quite common. I see this happening to many people. So the first thing that you can do to really help you connect with what you want is you need to let go of what other people think you should be doing, and that includes yourself. So whenever you have this voice telling you, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I want you to stop and question it, and really challenge it. You know, why should I be doing this? Should I even be doing this? And I want you to start asking yourself the question, what do I want to be doing instead? When you start asking yourself questions about what do you want, it's like you're giving yourself permission to start connecting with what you truly want. And, you know, it's really difficult because we live in a really busy world, and we know exactly what is expected of us and what we should be doing, but we never really have time to stop and think, hang on, what do I really want to do? So this is your first step. So really start questioning yourself about what you really want. And at the beginning, you might find it difficult. You will think, well, I don't know what I want. But the more you do it, the more insight you get, the more you start connecting with what you truly want. Okay?
Yeah. That makes sense. So connect to yourself so you can end up connecting to your purpose and your business.
Exactly. And that will then help you with your business. Exactly. The second thing is listen to your emotions and follow your intuition. So that's quite a big one. I really believe that emotions are the biggest indicator to whether you're on the right or wrong path. Yeah. So whenever you're experiencing negative emotions like depression, sadness, anger, frustration, any negative emotions. Stress, exactly. That's a big one. You know, any negative emotions, you know, it's a sign that you're doing something that is not in alignment with who you are. That you're doing something that you don't really want to be doing. And these emotions are there to show you something, to tell you what's happening, you know. And it's the same, or similarly, it's with positive emotions. When you're experiencing positive emotions like happiness, fulfillment, energy, excitement, it just shows you do more of what makes you feel happy. So follow that, do more of the things that make you feel happy, and that will lead you to your purpose and passion.
Yeah.
And you know, and when I was in my 9-to-5 job, I seriously thought that it was normal to feel negative and feel negative emotions on a daily basis because everybody around me was feeling the same way. So I just thought, well, that's life, you know, that's normal. There's nothing to be complaining about. But now that I've moved away from that mentality and from that environment, and I work on something that I'm passionate about, I know that it's not normal to feel negative every single day. And of course, we're humans and we will experience negative emotions, but they're always there to show us something, you know. So always question, why am I feeling this way? This is trying to tell me something. So really look inwards and tune in with your emotions and follow your intuition.
So you're saying that emotions, so for example, if I'm feeling upset about something, there's a reason for that. So there's always like a lesson to learn and something that you can get out of it from the end of the day is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Perfect. And then you also said that happiness leads you to your purpose. So whatever makes you happy, keep doing that and you're going to find your purpose.
Exactly.
Got it.
That's exactly right. So, the next thing is, you know, you need to find time for yourself because, you know, all the answers that you're looking for are within you. You just need to find a way to bring them, you know, to your conscious mind so you know exactly what you want. And the only way really to do this is to really disconnect from the busyness and the noise around you and to look inwards. And you need to and you need to quiet your mind in order to do that as well. So have time every day for yourself and make sure you do some tasks that help you with quieting your mind. So the best way for me is meditation. But I know that meditation is not for everyone. So you need to find your own unique way that will help you quieting your mind. So you could be listening to music, you know, you could be going for a walk, it could be yoga, jogging, it could be anything, as long as it works for you. So really have time for yourself when you can look inwards, okay?
That's perfect. So I know a lot of the girls that are watching, I always tell them to do 3 main things and just to at least give it a shot, right? So meditation is one of them. The other one is when it comes to like journaling, for example, just journal for 5 minutes a day and you're going to see like a bunch of ideas coming out. Your purpose will pop out whenever you're doing journaling. Maybe not the first time, but it will at some point. And you'll also see like a common ground. You're writing the same thing on what makes you happy. And that would be your purpose. And then I also talk about mindfulness. Like, for example, you said taking a walk or yoga, just doing one task at a time. It could even be making a meal, and you just focusing on making that one meal versus making a meal, watching Big Bang Theory and listening to an audible and hearing people yell at you. So just do one thing at a time. That really helps. Perfect.
Yeah, I really like that. And about journaling, that's something I want to talk about as well. Because when you're looking for your passion, what I found really helped me was journaling the things, the tasks that really made me feel happy or fulfilled.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that I used to do. And that really, really helped me. So I totally agree with you. Journaling is amazing. Yeah, it can give you so much insight into your soul. Yes.
Your soul.
Cool.
Love it.
Another thing you can do is to start visualizing. So, the quick exercise you had at the beginning, you can start visualizing on daily basis. So this is what I used to do when I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And, and I love visualization because it's only you and your imagination. So, there are no limits. If you could achieve anything, if you had unlimited potential, if nobody could judge you, what would you do with your life? And really start connecting with that. And maybe, again, at the beginning, you might find it difficult to visualize anything and to feel it. But the more you do it, the more you start connecting with what you truly want. So it takes practice, it takes persistence, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Beautiful, definitely.
And the last thing I wanted to do is don't limit yourself and don't rationalize things straight away, because this first stage is all about connecting with your passion and purpose. So really dream big. The last thing I want you to do is to start connecting with your passion and with your purpose. You start feeling something, and straight away your mind shuts it down, and limiting beliefs start popping up, and your fear and doubt overpowers you, and you think, oh, who am I to think that I could do that? So really don't limit yourself. Just because you can't figure out how to make it into a business yet doesn't mean that a way doesn't exist. So the second stage is all about making it into a business and creating a business from it. But the first stage is all about connecting with your passion and purpose. So please don't limit yourself and don't rationalize things straight away. Okay. So these are my sort of tips for how you can connect with your passion and with your purpose. And so this will really increase your self-awareness. But then I also have some steps that you can take that will help you with creating a business idea that's right for you. Is that okay to
yeah, please do. So you already kind of mentioned like how to connect to your purpose and really focusing on literally it's happiness. Whatever makes you happy is what's going to connect you to your purpose, and just keep that route going. And now you're going to give us a 7-step process to turn our purpose into a profitable business. Please go. I'm excited.
Cool, I'm ready. Cool. So I really believe that in order to have, really happy and fulfilling life, your business idea needs to align with those steps. So the first step is it needs to align with your personality. So this is something that obviously I really struggled with because I lost my identity. So I had no idea who I was when I started on this journey. And what really helped me was doing personality tests. So the personality test that I used and I use with my clients is called Strengths Finder by Gallup.
Yes, I love that.
You've done it?
I take all kinds of personality tests.
Yeah, I love them. They give you so much insight. It's crazy. Sorry?
Stressfinder is amazing.
It is really good. And I love it because it highlights your 5 top strengths, your unique strengths, and it also gives you recommendations for what roles you could be doing that are in alignment with your personality. So the things that came up for me were things like being a mentor, being a coach, being a trainer, and therapist. And I've got a degree in psychology, so that was, I was thinking about therapy anyway. But I'm doing, and I'm doing the other 3 things. So I was quite shocked how amazing it is, and it's quite spot on for other clients as well. So I would really recommend that for anybody who feels a bit lost. Cool. And the reason why it's so important to align your business with your personality is because you want to avoid this inner conflict, right? So that's why it's so important. The second step is you need to align your business idea with your values. So what are the values? So values are the things that are the most important for you in life. So things that you value the most. And it's important to make sure that your business aligns with every single value. So you might have so many different values, but I want you to pick your 5 top values. And to give you just an example, so my top 5 values are helping others, freedom, spirituality, healthy lifestyle, and spending time with my family and friends.
That's
so when right. Yeah. So, when I compared my 5 values with my HR job, I couldn't take even one value. So no wonder after so many years working my 9-to-5 job, I ended up feeling ill, right? So here you need to be really careful, because you want to make sure your business idea takes every single value. Even if it doesn't take one value, you'll not be truly fulfilled and happy. Something will be missing from your life. So you always have to modify and tweak your business idea to make sure it meets your values.
Mm-hmm.
So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is you want to build your business on your strengths, right? So you need to know what your strengths are. So if you've done the Gallup's Strengths Finder test, you will know your unique strengths. And you can also reflect on your own strengths. But the biggest insight, and it was so eye-opening for me, was to ask feedback for my strengths. So people who know you really well, just ask them for feedback. And everybody that I asked for feedback gave me the same strengths, which is quite surprising. And these were the strengths that I would have never thought of myself, because I took them for granted. I didn't see them as strengths because they came so naturally to me. So just to give you an example, what people said was that I connect with people really well. I'm a really good coach, and that I know, great advice, non-judgmental, great listener, that I really care about people. And I thought to myself, hang on, if these are the things that, come so naturally to me and I actually enjoy doing, I want this to be a core of my business. And this is exactly what happened with coaching and mentoring, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like aha moment, because my strengths were like HRE strengths that I didn't want to work with. So it was amazing that other people highlighted the strengths that actually were spot on for me. So that's something I would really encourage you to do as well. Mm-hmm. And also you need to align your business with your likes. So we mentioned about knowing the tasks that bring you happiness and fulfillment and joy. So it's really important to know what actually brings you all these positive emotions. Mm-hmm. So journaling, we said, is really good. So when I was in my 9-to-5 job, it was really difficult for me to figure out what task I really enjoyed doing there. But there were 2 main tasks. Yeah. There were 2 main tasks that I really loved. One was coaching people, and the other one was just giving advice to, if people really angry or unhappy employees came to me, I really enjoyed helping them out. So I realized that, again, these are the things that I want to be working with on a daily basis, and that's how I transferred it into my business. But you don't always only have to focus on your 9-to-5 job. You can think about any task that you enjoy doing outside of your 9-to-5 as well. Mm. Yeah. And the other thing is, make sure your business aligns with the experience and the expertise that you want to be working with as well. So think about, any acquired knowledge they would like to share with the rest of the world, and any sort of experience that brings you fulfillment and happiness. Again, how you can turn that into a business. So in my HR job, for example, what I've noticed was that a lot of people were really unhappy and they felt really stuck in the 9-to-5 job, and they were not really fulfilling their potential. Mm-hmm. And for me, that experience made me realize this is people I want to work with too, because I believe everybody deserves to do something that they absolutely love. So that sort of made me come up with my business idea. So any sort of experience can be valuable here. Mm. And the other thing is, you need to obviously align your business idea with your passion and interest. So I'll be giving you, so the free gift that I'll be giving out is the self-awareness questionnaire. So all these things will be covered there, and you'll be asked different questions to make sure all these steps are covered. And one of the steps is passion. So there you'll be asked lots of different questions, like, you know, what do you love doing? And I remember one of my clients said to me, I love watching TV. And I thought, okay, great, but so what channels do you like watching, you know? And she mentioned, you know, everything about mindset, everything about like coaching, Tony Robbins, you know, motivational speaking. And then when she said motivational speaking, I could sense that she was like, oh, motivational speaking, you know? And this is what she was really passionate about. So even if you write down really short answers, I want you to really question it, dig a little bit deeper, because everything, the more information we have on your questionnaire, the better it is. The more information you can play with in order to create a business idea.
That's interesting. No one's ever really told me that. I'm like, I love to read, for example, and no one's ever been like, well, what do you love to read? So we can figure out what your true passion is and what you're, you know, giving yourself while doing that. Well, mine would be, for example, I read mindset books, all about self-love books and marketing books, and even fiction books that just teach me a lesson. That's very interesting. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's so exactly that could really help.
Mm-hmm.
And the last point is you need to align your business idea with your ideal lifestyle. So first you need to know what your ideal lifestyle looks like, and then you need to make sure your business aligns with it. So just to give you an example, I had many different business ideas, and one of which was to open a coffee shop, and very different to coaching. And I realized when I compared opening a coffee shop to my values, which was freedom, and for me freedom meant location independence, I knew that it wouldn't really work, and it didn't really align with my ideal lifestyle. So this exercise is really good if you have no idea for a business, because that's how you sort of create your business idea. But it's also good if you have a few different business ideas, and then you can compare it to those steps and see which one is actually the best for you. And even if you have an existing business idea, you can check whether it really is in alignment. So yeah. So these are my steps. Sorry.
No, you just gave me a great thought process. I've been thinking about, since I have a book club, and I've been trying to think about creating like a subscription box for it. But I'm all about freedom too. So if I end up creating a subscription box, I need to stay somewhere and make it. So I'd rather just kind of let that idea go. Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
That's been in my head for months. Oh, that helps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think sometimes, like, and it happens to everyone, it happens to me, you know, like you get carried away with things and we forget why we started a business, and then you have to go back to your values. So even when you write this down now, you know, when you go through these steps in 3 or 6 months time, it's always good to sort of reflect and go, am I going in the right way, to make sure that I'm still happy and fulfilled.
Yeah, definitely.
So these are my steps. So have you got any questions before I sort of end the talk?
Yeah, definitely. So I want to ask you, well, you already mentioned the free gift, but we'll re-mention that in 2 seconds. But you mentioned a lot. So you mentioned the 3 secrets to success, the 7-step process to align to your business, like how to connect to your purpose and those tips. So I just want to be clear. What is one action step that someone can take? Like they listen to all this, they're like, that's a lot of information. Where do I start? So where does someone start after listening to this?
So it's all about that. I really truly believe that everything starts with your passion and purpose, because you will not be able to create successful business if you don't connect with it on a deeper level. If you don't know what impact you want to create with your business, it'll be so hard for you to stay motivated. So the one action point is to connect with your passion and purpose, and they can obviously follow the steps that I talked about right at the beginning, how they can do that. So become more self-aware and start connecting with your passion and with who you truly are. So that's the first thing.
That's amazing. Yeah. I know a lot of people that have like, they either get a coach or they go to a retreat or they go somewhere that's like away from their normal life just to kind of be able to connect to themselves again. So that's amazing. All right, perfect. And then mention your free gift one more time. So it's the self-awareness test quiz.
Yeah. So it's a questionnaire. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
so that, and I think, and there are also some strategies for how you can connect with your purpose and passion. So things that we talked about today will be written down, so you don't have to make notes, and you can just follow the steps, and hopefully you'll get there.
All right, hopefully.
I'm sure you will.
I'm 100% certain, yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So thank you, Ava. This was amazing. You really went above and beyond here. You gave us a visualization. You gave us tons of tips, techniques. Oh my God, it was intensely amazing. So I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. And ladies, I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.
Thank you, guys. It was lovely to be here with you.